we take the opportunity to recognize and honor a group of seniors whose contributions to the Fitchburg State University football program serve as a model for hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Brian Wallace has been a 4-year member of the Fitchburg State football team, serving a primary role both as a wide receiver and as a special teamer. Wallace has appeared in 35 career games, totaling 27 catches for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns. This season, Brian has appeared in 8 games for the Falcons, posting 4 tackles with 2 solo stops and 2 assists. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by parents Kathy and Marty, number 4, Brian Wallace. Joe Sasso has been a 4-year member of the Fitchburg State program, serving a primary role in the Falcons' linebacking corps. Over his career, he has appeared in 27 games, totaling 102 tackles with 77 solo stops, 35 assists, and 4.5 tackles for a loss. This season, Joe's season was cut short due to injury. However, the veteran linebacker posted 16 stops over the first 3 games, including 8 tackles versus Becker College. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by parents James and Kim, number 35, Joe Sasso. Alex Alcala has been a 2-year letter winner for the Falcon football squad, playing a crucial role on the Fitchburg State defense. Over his career, he's appeared in 17 career games, totaling 122 tackles, 17.5 tackles for a loss, and 2 forced fumbles. This season has been another strong one for Alex, as he's put together 42 tackles with 27 solo stops, 15 assists, and 3 tackles for a loss. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by his mother, Maria, and others, number 42, Alex Alcala. Pat Doherty has been a 3-year member of the Fitchburg State football team. He's appeared in 23 career games, totaling 32 tackles with 23 solo efforts, 9 assists, and 8.5 tackles for a loss. This season, Pat has seen action in 8 games for the Falcons, totaling 6 stops and 1 tackle for a loss. He notched a season-high 2 stops with a pair of solo tackles in the win over conference rival, Westfield State. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by parents James, Pat Doherty. Pat Johnson has been a 4-year lineman for the Fitchburg State football program. Over his career, he's appeared in 38 career games on the Falcons' offensive line. He's led the program to over 5,700 yards rushing and 5,600 yards passing in his time wearing the green and gold, including 44 rushing touchdowns and 43 passing touchdowns. This year, Johnson has seen action in 8 games, leading the Falcons' offense to over 3,100 combined yards and 33 scores. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by his parents, Pat and Sandy, number 59, Pat Johnson. Ben Davis has been a 4-year member of the Falcons' offensive line. He's appeared in 16 career games, leading the Falcons to 87 touchdowns over that time. This year, Ben has appeared in 4 games, leading the Falcons' offense to an average of nearly 4 touchdowns per game. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by parents Bill and Barbara, number 67, Ben Davis. Dan DellaGustina has been a 4-year member of the Fitchburg State football program, serving a primary role as an offensive tackle. Throughout his time, he's appeared in 31 career games, leading the Falcons to 87 scores over his 4 years. This year, Dan has appeared in 8 games, guiding Fitchburg State to 1,434 yards rushing and 1,749 yards passing. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by parents Daniel and Andrea, number 73, Dan DellaGustina. Alex Morse has been a 4-year member of the Fitchburg State football program. Over his time, he has appeared in 22 games, totaling 3 tackles with 2 solo stops and 1 assist. This year, Alex has appeared in a career-high 9 games, serving as a primary role on the Falcons' special teams. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by parents Karen and Bob, number 82, Alex Morse. Tony Lewis has been a 2-year member of the Fitchburg State program, serving a solid role on the Falcons' defensive line. He's appeared in 19 career games, totaling 56 tackles with 40 solo efforts, 12 tackles for a loss, 5 sacks, and 2 fumble recoveries. This season, Tony's seen action in all 9 games for the Falcons, totaling 30 tackles with 24 solo stops, 8 tackles for a loss, and 2.5 sacks. More recently, Tony's coming off a career game versus UMass Dartmouth, where he registered 8 tackles with 4 tackles for a loss. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by his mother, Yolette, number 99, Tony Lewis. We also take the opportunity today to recognize 2 senior cheerleaders. Rachel Bartlett is a senior sociology major from Hudson, Massachusetts, and has been a member of the cheerleading team since her freshman year. Rachel is also the current president of the team, accompanied by her father, Anthony. Rachel Bartlett. David Hill is a senior business major from Westminster, Massachusetts. A 3-year member of the cheerleading team, David has also been its captain for the past 2 seasons. Accompanied by his mother, Jonah Ho, David Hill. Please join the Fitchburg State University Athletic Department in congratulating these senior student athletes on their achievements.
Zero's mute.
Let us know when we're hot. It is a beautiful day here at Elliott Field, and it is senior day as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, team captains are now gathering at midfield for the coin toss
of Plymouth State. I'm John Gugerty, joined today by a legend of Fitchburg sports, Mr. Dave Clark. How are you doing today, Dave?
Legend maybe would not be the word that I use on that particular, but I will take it, John.
Well,
Thank you very
you're
much.
entirely humble.
And enjoy being here on a gorgeous day. A November day like this, Plymouth State and Fitchburg State. You were telling me a few things about Plymouth State, too, that I did not know about, and maybe you can start off with some of that stuff. Like, Fitchburg's never scored a point on this team.
The Falcons have never scored against the Panthers of Plymouth State. They played a handful of times, haven't met since the late 80s, and the Panthers do come into this game with a record of 2-7 against the Falcons, who come in at 5-4. But the Fitchburg State University Falcons, even the Fitchburg State College Falcons, have never scored against Plymouth State University.
That is really something. I had no idea, but and it's one of those things that Fitchburg State and Plymouth State do play every year, I believe, in hockey and basketball, but not all the time playing football.
No, it has been a long time, again, since the 80s that they played. But, the Falcons, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Dave. I think they're going to get a point on the board today, at least one.
Well, that's, you wonder if Coach Haverty even brings that up at a meeting. Does he just want to say, well, forget about that. This is a new game, a new day, and let's go after him at this point.
It may have come up at some point, but again, the Falcons come in, led, of course, by Garrett Delakiai, who actually leads the MassCAC in touchdown passes with 20. They've got an excellent running game with Stephon Teague it had been a tandem with Mike Delaney. We're going to step aside for the national anthem.
Yep.
America with the playing of our national anthem. Fans, the officials for today's game is assigned by the ECAC, referee Rick Puente, umpire Michael Coffey, headlinesman Mark Acorn, line judge Brian Doherty, side judge Michael Collier, field judge Mariano Goluboff, and back judge
Dave
Brad
Clark
Farrington.
here with you at
Other game
Elliott
day
Field
personnel
as the
on hand.
Panthers get ready to take on the Panthers of Plymouth State get ready to take on the Falcons of Fitchburg State University. We mentioned the tandem running attack that the Falcons have had, Stefan Teague and Mike Delaney. Mike Delaney did not play last week with his wrist injury, and he again will not play this week. His season is over.
Yeah, and it was more work for Stefan Teague, I guess, who played very, very well. And, as a local guy, it's nice to see the local guys doing well. And, the quarterback and running back slots, local guys.
Absolutely. And you actually, Dave, had a chance to see a little bit of Garrett Delakiai in high school. We'd like to get your thoughts on him as he progresses into the college game, maybe a little bit later as the Falcons take the field. Right now, Fitchburg State won the coin toss. They will kick it away, kicking from right to left in the gold jerseys and green pants. Plymouth State is in all white. We cannot see who is set back deep to return for the Panthers. It's going to be a running theme today. The sun is very bright. Kickoff taken in at the 10-yard line, cutting straight up the middle. Big hole there. Finally brought down at the 33. Looked like that was the kicker, Anastasio, and it was.
Chris Smith with a nice kickoff return.
It was Chris Smith, 25, as the guy that had the run back. And Plymouth State will be in nice field position here at the 33 as we begin.
Good field position for the Panthers at the 33-yard line. They will come out led by junior quarterback Drew Bolton out of Concord, New Hampshire. He is wearing number 8. That's an interesting setup there by the Panthers. Haven't quite seen anything like that in a while. First down handoff goes to the fullback running up the far side. That's Mark Hennessy. Not much there for him initially, but he does plow forward, gains about 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5. Second down and 5 coming up for the Panthers at the far sideline. They're at their own 38, need to get to the 43 for a first down. And they will not replicate that rather interesting 5-man backfield right before the snap on their last play.
Yeah, this is a little more conventional right here on this second down play.
I formation behind Bolton. Second down handoff goes to the tailback. Not much there.
Yeah, got to be short. Not much of a gain at all.
Not much really. That's 32 Andrew Foglia on the carry.
Lost a few inches on that. It brings up a third down.
Foglia comes to us out of Montauk, New York. I don't know how familiar you are with the geography of upstate New York, Dave, but where is Montauk?
I don't know, but Montauk does ring a bell. It's a very faint bell. Where is it?
Eastern tip of Long Island, we're hearing here in the press box. So
all right.
Beautiful, apparently. Not upstate New York at all.
0 for 1.
Shotgun snap on third down. Pass to the near side is complete. That's Foglia, the reception. He's run out of bounds by Tevin Bieniemy, but not before. He's into Falcon territory with a first down for the Panthers.
Now, if the boys are going to show that, here is the replay here. Just a little sprint out and throw. And a nice catch right in between a couple of Falcons. They drag him out of bounds at the Falcon 49.
Excellent work by the Panther offensive line. Plenty of blocking for Drew Bolton. He had all day to throw and delivered a strike for the first down. I formation once again behind him. Foglia the tailback, Smith the fullback, and Foglia gets the carry running to the near side. He's across the 45 down near the 40. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 41, so it'll be a gain of 8, bring up second down and 2.
Couldn't really tell who made we got an injured player now.
That is Foglia. He's a little shaken up.
Right along the Fitchburg bench, and he's going to take a knee and look for a little bit of assistance here.
I couldn't see what happened to him. Perhaps we'll get a shot of it on the replay.
Here's your replay.
Ask and he shall receive.
I think he got knocked at the end of the play here. Oh, there was a hit to the knee. I don't know if it was his head that got hurt a little bit too, but you could see his knee get hit. There's the, no, that was it there, right?
May have been Terrence Seaforth grabbing at his right knee. Foglia is still down here on the near sideline.
Getting up slowly.
He's actually favoring his left knee.
He's going to need some assistance going over to the Plymouth State sidelines.
So that is a big loss early in the game for the Panthers. Foglia has been their primary ball carrier. He is not moving quickly at all, Dave.
No, he's a senior, and I would think one of the leaders of this team. And I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it, but I don't know if we're going to see him this afternoon.
Just 2.5 minutes into the first quarter of this one, and one of the main weapons for the Panthers, who already come into this game at 2-7, has been taken out. But they do have a good spot here, second down and 2 on the Falcon 41-yard line, as we duck under 12.5 minutes to go here in the first.
We have an interesting backfield. They shift into, 2 wide. First man.
Looks like that's Andrew Valero, the carrier. And he does have enough for a first down.
Now, do you know anybody that went to Plymouth State College or university?
I do not, but that smells like a setup. Do you?
It is. My neighbor, Todd Stefanides, was a pretty good athlete at Plymouth State, especially on the baseball team. So when I think of Plymouth State, I think of my neighbor, Mr. Stefanides.
Would you happen to know any trivia, perhaps, about Mr. Stefanides?
I do. Well, I might get to that a little later.
It's a tease.
He was a pretty good ball player.
We'll sprinkle it in later on.
An even better kid, or young man now, I should say.
First down for the Panthers. Handoff goes to Mark Hennessy. He does have a big hole. He's got a first down and more. Stop the clock, move the chains at about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 12 for Hennessy.
Here's a replay, and Hennessy, second man. There he is, going by a couple of them. And once he got by 3 or 4 gold shirts there, he kind of carries one for the last 4 yards.
He wasn't even touched until he was deep into the secondary. They mark him down at the 24-yard line, where it will be first and 10. The Panthers are moving the ball fairly easily here on their first possession.
Yeah, mixing it up a little bit, mostly run. A couple of throws dotted in there, but not a bad drive.
Hurry up to the line of scrimmage, go the Panthers once again. I formation behind Bolton. Hennessy the carrier once again. Another big hole for him. Looks like he's across the 15 to the 14.
Seems to be attacking on that left side. Last couple of plays have been heading that way, and they've done very well with him.
Gain of 7 for him. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3.
10:35 to go here, first quarter. No score. Plymouth State Panthers are marching down the field. They are deep into Falcon territory. Set up at about the 14 with a 2nd down and 3. I formation behind Bolton once again. The handoff goes to the up back. That looks like Valero. Valero is very close to a first down, and they will move the chains. So another good run for the Panthers, another first down, and they once again have 1st and 10.
Panthers 1st and 10 from the Fitchburg 14.
Yeah, another nice drive for the initial drive for the Panthers has been outstanding in his first 5 minutes. Moved the ball very well.
When they go under center, they have gone exclusively from the I formation. Play action fake now. Bolton will keep it himself, running to the far side. He's across the 5. Actually, they're gonna mark him down just shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Alex Acala made the stop for the Falcons.
Alcala, one of the many senior leaders on the Falcon defense. He's a Leominster kid, too.
Yeah, I can remember that name broadcasting over the last few years. That rings a bell.
2nd down and 3 from the 5 for the Panthers, so they can get a first down without getting into the end zone. Handoff goes to Hennessy running to the left side. He's across the 5, dives forward.
A little short.
Close to the end zone. He's going to have a first down, but not a touchdown. And Dave, every running play for the Panthers has been to that left side, and they've had excellent success.
Yeah, they see something over there. Either they see something or that's just their strong suit. But everything seems to be going left. Until the Falcons stop it, why not keep it going?
Absolutely. Could be strong left tackle, strong left guard, or maybe they just sense some weakness on the right side of the Falcon defensive line. Either way, it's been excellently successful for them so far. They have 1st and goal at the 1.
He's in.
He is indeed. That's Andrew Valero with the touchdown. And offense shouldn't be that easy, especially if you're going on the ground.
There's a replay for you. He kind of bounces off the pack to the outside and then leans in, and he's standing up before he goes down. And it's 6 trying to make it 7-0.
Doing the extra point kicking for the Panthers will be 83. That's Jimmy Boulay.
Actually, that's 93.
93, excuse me. Rob Giles' kick is up and good. So with 8:35 to go in the first quarter, the Panthers 1 possession, 1 touchdown, 7-0.
Well, that was pretty impressive because, coming into the game.
I don't think they faced a 3rd down on that drive, did they?
I think they might have had one in there. I'm not sure. But, I mean, they come in 2-7, and you think, it's been a long year. It's been in their first drive, they take it right to the Falcons and have a 7-0 lead. So they've come off the bus flying.
They absolutely have. They're looking to rain on the parade here on Senior Day at Elliott Field. And it is a beautiful day. There is no rain to be had unless the Panthers rain on the parade. Clear blue skies, not a cloud at all. We'd actually like a couple of clouds right about now.
Well, we'll see when the Falcons can break this little jinx that they've had for the last couple of decades, not scoring. They're going to get the ball in just a moment here, and we'll see what happens.
Giles
nice
with a strong kickoff. Deep into the end zone before being run out by Johnny Gomes. He's across the 15 to the 20. Hit hard. Knocked down at about the 22-yard line.
I didn't think he had much of a wind at his back, but, boy, he hit that ball, and it went pretty far back and maybe halfway into the end zone.
There is very little wind down on the field. That is all leg for Rob Giles. You don't often see it, especially in Division III, but I think the Panthers may have a legitimate weapon in their kicking game.
Garrett Delakiai is at quarterback.
And he tosses it out to Stefan Teague, who just plain drops it. Delakiai picked the worst place to hit him, right in the hands. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Wasn't a great snap from center either. kind of take a look at it here. Kind of a low snap. He did a nice job to pick it off his knees. And then the toss, was it a lateral? They say no, it was a forward pass, and they blow it dead.
2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons. Teague sets up to the right of Delichii, and he'll get the carry running to the left. Player's helmet comes loose. Teague is across the 30, going to knock him down forward progress to the 32-yard line.
Thought that was a ball. I was almost ready to scream out fumble, but that was the helmet. That was the hat coming off.
That was Ben Davis's helmet on the field. Good run for Teague, gain of about 6. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
There's a nice little hole, and they're grabbing at the ball. I'm about ready to say there's a fumble, and then where's the helmet popping off? Oh, didn't see it. Back to live play. It's Delichii.
Rolling to his right, he throws. Pass intended for Ty Spencer is incomplete. Right through his hands, he was covered well. So after a Panther touchdown, the Falcons go 3 and out, and they will kick it away.
Yeah, definitely a catchable ball. And I don't know, I heard whistles down there. Did something go on?
Bit of extracurriculars after the play, perhaps.
Foul. Roughing the passer on the defense, number 44. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Jeez, can we see that, fellas, to see if he got hit afterwards?
We didn't even see the flag, didn't see the penalty,
No.
but Kyle Wilson is called for roughing the passer. We'll take a look at it here.
Can't tell.
You could see Wilson bearing down on Delichii, but we didn't see the hit. Back to live action now. Handoff goes to Stephon Teague running to the right. He's got a big hole across the 45-40, brought down at the 38-yard line. 15 yards and a 1st down for @STeague 3.
Might have been the little break they needed with that penalty there, because Teague had a beautiful run there and taking the ball inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 Falcons at the Panther 37. It's Teague again, running to the left this time. Nothing there. Spins out of a tackle. Great movement by Stephon Teague. He's only going to gain 3 yards on that play, but that is a highlight reel carry. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of spinoramas here. He did a lot of running for about 2 yards.
Alton George had no idea what Teague was doing. He thought he had him dead to rights, and then he was just gone. Falcons go without a huddle now. Delichii calling signals at the line on 2nd down and 6. He's got Teague to the left of him, and Teague will get the carry once again. Assesses the hole, nothing there, cuts back to the left. He's across the 30. Mark him down at the 29-yard line. Gain of 4, it'll be 3rd down and 2. So without Mike Delaney, it has been all Stephon Teague here on the first possession for the Falcons.
Looked like it was Bubba Kaplan, 54, in on the tackle.
Oh, we're going to have fun saying his name.
Well,
Bubba
that's why
Kaplan.
I kind of brought it up, so.
3rd down and 2 for the Falcons. They'll go shotgun once again. Handoff to Teague, running to the left this time. He's got the 1st down and more. Across the 25 to the 20. A good run for Stephon Teague. Stop the clock, move the chains. 1st down Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons have picked up the pace here. And there you see in the replay with Teague coming to the near side. And a couple of there's a nice downfield block for him and a couple of good cuts. And it's the 1st down for the Falcons.
Teague still in the backfield, sets up behind Delichii in the pistol. It's a pass this time. Garrett throws for the end zone to the right side. Jump ball, pass is caught. Touchdown Ty Spencer, and the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game. There's a flag down, however, so we'll wait for the call.
I don't know if it's offensive pass interference.
Looks like it.
Wow. Well, maybe they gave him a little push there in the end zone. I don't know.
We'll take a look at it here on the replay.
Number 9, 15-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
I kind of pushed him off a little bit, but geez,
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know. That's
You saw right at the end there, Chris Smith immediately turned to the official and motioned for the flag. I really don't like that. I'd like to see that be a penalty. Just get that out of the game.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty well thrown ball. He dropped it in there well, and I don't know. That was I don't know about that call.
They've assessed 15 yards on the offensive pass interference. It'll be 1st down and 25.
Take 6 off the board.
1st down pass to the near side is complete. 86 for the Falcons is Trayvon Neal. He gets back near the initial line of scrimmage, gain of about 12. It'll bring up second down and a long 13.
Jake Matthews made the stop.
A long
Plymouth
13 sounds redundant, doesn't it, Dave?
What was that? I'm sorry, John.
A long 13 is redundant.
Yes, it is.
Khalifa Best in the backfield now. He sets up to the right of Delakiai. And Best will get the carry on second down. Not much there for him, unfortunately. Gain of a couple.
That hole was there, but it filled pretty quickly. And
there's our
Kyle
man again.
Wilson well, actually, I think it was Kyle Wilson that was in on the tackle 44. Let's see what.
That's a
54.
5. That's 54. That's our man Bubba Kaplan.
44 behind him, I think. It's 5-4. Yeah.
Third down and 11 now for Fitchburg State. They need to get to the 11 to continue this drive. Stefan Teague back on the field. He'll set up to the left of Delakiai. Back to pass, under pressure, throws for the end zone. Caught, touchdown Ty Spencer, and there are no flags on the field this time. So it took a couple more plays, but it's still Garrett Delakiai to Ty Spencer. Take a look at this one again. Delakiai did a good job. He was under pressure, and he threw that ball beautifully, and Spencer had plenty of ground in front of him. He had 2 or 3 steps on Sam Bellamy.
And that is a historic touchdown.
That is the first point ever scored against Plymouth State by Fitchburg State. And that extra point is the 7th. So with 4:57 to go, this game is tied 7 apiece.
Well, I'll give credit to the Falcons because, Panthers made it look very easy going down the first time. And Fitchburg State answers, led by Delakiai and Teague, and tie the ball game up at 7.
Credit to the Falcons for coming back from that personal foul, but also you think back to the first series, that third down penalty against the Panthers that continued the drive, ultimately led to a touchdown.
I think we're going to see the rest of the afternoon. Delakiai looks pretty comfortable throwing to some guys here. And I think you're going to be seeing a bit more of that today as the Panthers kind of sneak up, take the run away from the Falcons. But
always aware of the possibility of the surprise onside kick. But Anastasio will give this a low spiraling boot. Bounces at about the 15, picked up at the 10. Looks like that's Smith on the return. He gets through the hole. He's across the 30 to the 35. Finally run out of bounds and then dragged down. A flag comes in. That's going to be an extra 15 yards. Josh Knoll got a little overzealous after running the man out of bounds.
You're right. Smith was the ball carrier. And the penalty coming up after a little meeting.
So a great return and then tack on the penalty. The Panthers are going to get this ball in Falcon territory.
During the play, personal foul, horse collar on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
So they don't call it a late hit. They call the horse collar.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at it at the end of this replay.
Yeah, picking it up at the 10. And here's where some of the traffic stats coming in.
That's just a huge hole. Great work by the Panther line.
Oh, yeah, he went right for the back of his shirt and hauls him down.
That is, I think there's a face mask and a horse collar right at the end there. But that is absolutely rule book definition.
Yeah.
Good call by the referees.
He did get the face mask as well.
1st and 10 Panthers now at the Falcon 45. Play action fake. Bolton's looking long. He dumps it off short. Pass is incomplete. Looked like it was over the head of 84 Mike Wakefield, his freshman tight end out of Hopewell Junction, New York. Dave, just curious.
Just kind of rolling out to the side here and didn't have much with it and pretty much just dumped it off. Good coverage by the Falcons on the play. Now, where did he come from?
Hopewell Junction, New York.
Oh, isn't that, that sounds like...
You could say absolutely anything, and I would believe you.
Well, I'm working on it.
Okay. Put a pin in that one. We'll come back to it. Second down, Bolton carries himself across the 40 into the open field. Across the 35-30, he's going to be dragged down from behind. A great carry there by the junior quarterback, Drew Bolton.
Yeah, at the line of scrimmage, there were a couple of gold shirts there. Couldn't quite hold on to him, and once he got through those 3 or 4 guys right there, off he went.
You don't see many people run through a tackle by Tony Lewis, but Drew Bolton just did that. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 16 of Fitchburg State.
I was going to say the name of that city again. I think Wrangler Jane from F Troop came from that city.
Hopewell Junction, New York.
Yeah, that's correct.
He went to John Jay High School. First down carry goes up the near side. Good gain, about 6 yards. That's Mark Hennessy, the ball carrier.
We seem to be having a lot of back and forth, up and down kind of stuff. First Plymouth State, Fitchburg State answers, and Plymouth State marching down the field with 3:45 and counting in the first quarter.
The Falcons are certainly equipped to win a shootout, but against a 2-7 team, you have to think they weren't necessarily preparing for one. 2nd down and 3. Panthers will come out with that 5-man backfield and then hurry to the line once again. They get into an I formation with 2 tight ends. Hennessy, the ball carrier, runs to the left. Not much there, pushing the pile forward, and they're going to stop him forward progress right at the 10-yard line.
Gang tackled. Like it was 46. Stanley Udor was the guy in on the tackle.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 now for Plymouth State at the 10. And they'll hurry up to the line once again. Handoff goes to the fullback this time. That's Andrew Valero. He does not appear to have the yardage for a first down.
James Farad was the guy that made the stop, 71. There's a field goal attempt coming up here. Let's see.
Looks like it. 4th down and 5. They will set up and try a 25-yard field goal. We mentioned that the Panthers do have an excellent kicking game. We saw on that kickoff. So Rob Giles definitely has the leg. We'll see if he has the accuracy. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:53 to go here in the first quarter, the Panthers have taken the lead once again. They lead this one by a score of 10-7.
Always good to have a good kicker. Try to find one somewhere and hold on to him.
We have not seen that to this point on the season. A lot of the visiting teams that come into Elliott Field do not have a strong kicking game. But Rob Giles came into this one 9 of 11 on field goals and 23 out of 24 on extra points. So the Panthers certainly have one of the better kicking games in Division III football, you'd have to say.
Yep. And that one had it by plenty. So, I mean, if there's a 40-yarder sometime this afternoon.
Yeah, he certainly has the leg for it.
Yeah, the coaching staff is going to send him out there without much hesitation.
Falcon returners already respecting the leg of Giles. Gomes is set up just about at his goal line. He'll take this one in at about the 5. Across the 15 to the 20. Gomes is dragged down at the 29-yard line. Give him 20 yards on the return. Falcons will take over 1st and 10.
Nice return. Now, like you said, midway in the end zone, and anything over the 20, you'll take, and managed to get it up to about the 30-yard line. So that's a nice return to start this drive, trailing by 3.
Delakiai and Teague lead the offense back onto the field. They'll go pistol on 1st down and hand it off to Stephon Teague. Good hold of the near side. Teague across the 35 and knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line after a gain of 7.
Teague had a nice block in front of him that got him out for about 5 yards here. Here it is. And you're going to see that block coming up. Well, actually, that was a block there.
Couple of good blocks there by the Falcons. Looked like 86 Trayvon Neal as well as number 54 Jamison DiGeronimo. Now on second down, they go play action. Pass is complete to Neal. He dives forward to the 49, so move the chains. Falcons have a first down.
Hustle up.
Falcons
No huddle.
press the advantage. They go no huddle, handoff, no play action pass. Another one to Trayvon Neal. Looked like pretty much the same play. This time it was Jake Matthews, the defensive back, saw that one coming. Falcons.
Matthews made a nice stop there. I think if the receiver had stepped up maybe one step, he would have had that ball. But Matthews got his hand in there and knocked it down.
Fitchburg State now faces second down and 10 on their own 49-yard line. Stephon Teague, the ball carrier, straight into the hole. Not much there, but he plows forward across the 45. Mark him down at the Panther 46. It's another 7-yard gain. It'll bring up third down and 3.
Yeah, he hit that hole and maybe had 3 yards, but kept on going and got another 3. So it's a nice run by Stephon Teague. And the Falcons are going to be stuck with a third and about 3, third and a long 3.
Devin Sumiel heads to the sideline. Looked like he was limping a little bit. Alex Morse will check in to replace him at tight end. Third down and 3. Falcons go from the pistol. Play action pass. Delakii rolling to the right. He's got time. Throws long. Intended for Spencer. That pass is caught. 10-5. Touchdown, Ty Spencer. Offense should not be this easy, Dave Clark. That's another touchdown pass. 44 yards on the catch and run, and the Falcons take the lead.
Well, here's the replay, and you see Garrett rolling out to the right side, and he's going to launch it. He sees man-on-man down there, and I'll tell you, number 9 is standing there waiting for it. Got it, and went in for the touchdown, and the Falcons got the lead.
Ty Spencer was wide open. Anastasio in to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold. That kick is up, and it is good. So with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter, we have seen 4 possessions and 4 scores. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Falcons lead this one 14-10.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see some offense this afternoon, doesn't it? It certainly has looked that way in this first quarter.
We mentioned Garrett Delakii came into this game leading the MASCAC in touchdowns with 20. He has 2 more. Ty Spencer has his 6th and 7th touchdown receptions. One thing we haven't seen, Dave, is a lot of Philip St. Juste. He had a leg injury last week. Came in, he was on crutches during the week. It was announced that he will play today, but he has not been targeted yet.
We just had a shot from upstairs here at the up in the towers there. Scott May and Billy Gates doing the work, and they won't know Scott when this game's done. He's going to look like he's been in the Virgin Islands for several weeks. He's gonna have a nice tan.
I hope they brought their sunscreen.
Oh yes, yeah.
You don't often plan sunscreen for a November game.
Billy's always prepared.
Bill always has that nice, healthy-looking tan as well. Short kickoff taken in at the 10-yard line. Dancing around back there, not much on the return, and then some shoving after the play. The Falcons are clapping. That's going to go against Plymouth State.
More laundry.
Was Zach Iavanella on the return?
After the play, personal foul, number 31 on the receiving team, unnecessary roughness. After this is the goal, first down.
It's R.J. Ramsden, the freshman DB out of Florence, Mass. Bit of an interesting decision just by Iavanella to take this one in. That ball looked like it was ticketed for the sideline.
Yeah, it looked like it was going out, and made a late decision. Kind of cost him.
A poor return and then the penalty. Panthers are set up deep in their own territory.
Saw a picture of Pat Haverty on the sideline. Here's that odd formation they have, John. And then they go into a conventional lineup.
Handoff goes to the tailback. That's Hennessy. Not much for him. He stopped short of the 10-yard line. Might have gained a yard. I think that setup where they line up all 5 players straight behind the center and then they hurry to their positions, it's designed to confuse the defense. They don't know exactly where the offense is going. Panthers are going to let this one run out. It'll be the end of the first quarter, and Fitchburg State leads by a score of 14-10.
That last stop was Alex Alcala, number 42, the linebacker, the senior from Leominster High School.
We've called his name plenty of times this season, and indeed plenty of times over the last 4 years. He is one of the many graduating seniors on the Fitchburg State team.
And you heard John mention it is senior day, and there are 9 seniors playing in their final regular season home game. Before Brian Wallace, number 35, Joe Sasso, number 42, Alex Alcala, number 51, Pat Doherty, number 59, Pat Johnson, number 67, Ben Davis, number 76, Dan Delajuista, number 82, Alex Morris, and number 99, Tony Lewis. So congratulations to those guys. And we hope that they've enjoyed their experience here at Fitchburg State
And also the
College/University.
and also the captain of the Fitchburg State cheerleading squad, who we just saw there on the sideline. He's graduating as well.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations to all.
Freddie isn't going anywhere, though. He's not graduating anytime soon. He's on the 20-year plan, I think.
Him and Sean Sweeney. I shouldn't really say that. It was just too easy, and I just had to say it.
We love you, Sean. Second down pass is complete to the far side. Looks like that's Jake Tyler. Is that Jake Tyler on the reception? No, that is Mark Hennessy.
Double check that if we got it on replay. I don't.
It's a gain of a couple.
Here it is. Guys are right on it in that booth. There you go. We'll out and.
That is indeed Mark Hennessy.
Yeah.
Again, a little shoving after the play. Ryan Bellerose didn't like something that Fitchburg State Falcon said about something. But no flag flies. It'll be third down and a short 8, let's call it, at the 12-yard line. Bolton back to pass. Double coverage on the near side.
Yeah.
Luckily for him, he threw that over everybody.
Yeah, he had gold. He had 2 gold shirts standing right there.
Looked like it was Talib Barksdale and Tevin Bienemy. Both of them looking for the interception there. So after plenty of offense in the first quarter, the Falcons have slowly been able to contain Plymouth State. First it was a touchdown, then a field goal, and now Plymouth State goes 3 and out, and they will punt from deep in their own territory. Bienemy sets up at about midfield to return this one. Low bouncing snap, lucky to get it off. Still a pretty good kick, flies out of bounds, however. We'll wait to see where this one is marked.
Okay, now I got it. Oh, go ahead. Now I got a little test for you.
Okay.
Name the, for 25 cents, name the last professional football player to play at Plymouth State.
The last professional football player to play at Plymouth State University.
I only bring this up because you were probably too young.
I have absolutely no idea, so I'm going to say Dick Butkus.
That's correct. No, it wasn't.
No.
After the play.
First down, Delkey throws long, jump ball,
Wow.
diving catch. An incredible reception by Johnny Gomes. That pass was underthrown, but Gomes came back to it. A big catch. The Falcons are looking to strike quickly. They have first and goal. Take a look at this one again real quick.
Yeah, a little pump fake and throw. He comes back to the ball neatly. And the Falcons are threatening again.
That actually looked like Johnny Gomes catching a routine fly to left.
I wouldn't quite go that far.
Handoff goes to Stephon Teague. Dances out of one tackle, but he's not going to get away from another one. Brought down just about at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a yard. It'll be second down and goal. Now, that did look like Johnny Gomes. You know, he was in position, but then he realized he needed to dive forward on the routine fly to left.
He doesn't have a beard, does he?
No.
Okay.
This Johnny Gomes does not have a beard.
I
He's a little more
close my case.
little more aerodynamic that way. Second down and goal now for the Falcons. Teague sets up to the right of Delakey, and whistles and flags kill the play.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 82. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Alex Morse, the senior tight end, is called for that penalty. So it will be second down and goal rather from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and the Falcons want to get up and move this along. They're going at a nice pace here.
Low snap. Delkia handles it well. Wants to throw left. He does. Jump ball in the end zone.
He pushed off. The Fitchburg State receiver pushed off again, I believe. This interference is gonna go against Fitchburg State.
You really don't get a more blatant offensive pass interference than that.
That was
one,
pretty blatant. Yeah.
Pass interference.
Here
Offense,
comes the ball,
number
and
1.
you get out of the way.
15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Repeat second down.
Did he catch it in bounds anyways?
He did make the catch. It would have been a touchdown, but
What really? Okay, yeah, he's in there.
it's a good catch. Nice athletic play. It's just he shoved the guy out of the way first, so it didn't matter. And now the Falcons face an interesting situation here. Second down and goal from the 26-yard line. Handoff goes to Stephon Teague running to the near side. Not much there. He's across the 25. Mark him down at the 23. And I wonder what play call Pat Haverty has for third and goal from the 23.
My guess is it would be in the air.
It's a safe bet, I think.
Although, what do I know?
Well, you've only been doing this for a couple of years.
That means nothing.
Delkia back to pass. He's under pressure.
Oh.
He loses the football. That is still on the ground. Looks like Teague dives on it.
Still no indication.
Falcons did recover the
Yeah, I
ball.
guess they
Stephon
did.
Teague fell on it. Now fourth and goal from the 29-yard line. You don't often say it, but on fourth and goal, might the Falcons punt?
Well, they're going to call a timeout. The answer to your trivia question, one of the guys in the booth had it here, was Joe Dudek, who played at Plymouth State and later on had a pretty good few years with the Denver Broncos.
I will take your word for it.
Where else Dudek went, I don't know. But and I'm trying to remember what years. I am horrible with the years. But, yeah, Joe used to hear that a lot. Joe Dudek, Plymouth State. Running back.
So the Falcons take their first timeout of the first half. They, of course, have 2 remaining. They're faced with an interesting decision here on fourth and goal from the 29-yard line.
Well, I think maybe you just go back, and that shotgun, and you just throw it up for a jump ball, and if your guy comes down with it, great. If their guy comes down with it,
That's better than an incomplete pass.
Well, if he doesn't knock it down and he holds on to it,
Yeah. Interception in the end zone, they get the ball first and 10 at their own 20. Incomplete pass, they get it first and 10 at their own 29.
Yeah.
So
It's a big stop here for Plymouth State because it looked like Fitchburg State was going in for that touchdown.
they absolutely were, especially after that first down pass to Gomes.
On their second interference call of the day, offensive interference of the day.
Delkia will throw. He's for the end zone, intended for Spencer. Pass is smartly knocked down, but incomplete. Panthers will take over first and 10 at their own 29. Looked like
that was Sam Bellamy.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Ryan Carrier were both there, I believe, but it was Bellamy that knocked it down. Well played.
And you saw Bellamy there. He made no effort to catch that ball. He was very well aware of the situation, just swatted it to the turf and took the extra 9 yards.
So that's a pretty big defensive stand by the Panthers. Fitchburg State goes in there. It's 21-10. Now it's still at 14-10.
Panthers come out in the I formation once again. Handoff goes to the, no, play action fake, excuse me. That pass is intercepted right to Terrence Seaforth. He's across the 30 to the 25, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 24-yard line. That looked for all the world like Terrence Seaforth was the one running that route. Take a look at it again.
Kind of threw it behind him, and the Fitchburg State defender just right there.
Terrence Seaforth was set up waiting for that ball. You almost couldn't believe how directly the pass came to him.
And he was pretty much in the Panther huddle on that one.
So after a big stop for the Panthers, leading to 4th and goal, the Falcons get the ball right back. Stephon Teague, the ball carrier, here on 1st and 10. Into the line, not much. They're going to give him second effort to the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Here's Stephon Teague, wearing number 23. Junior, 5'8". Of course, played his high school ball right here at Fitchburg High School.
Gosh, is Stephon Teague a junior already? That's incredible. I remember watching him in high school.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Now 2nd down. Delakiai's pass is complete. That's Alex Morse. He's got a 1st down and goal. He's going to be run out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A great catch and run by the senior tight end out of Charlemont.
We'll be down at the 4-yard line. Here's the little toss. Like you said, John, a nice little run afterwards.
He just shrugged off Josh Morgan like he wasn't even there before finally being run out of bounds. Falcons once again set up with 1st and goal inside the 5.
Well, let's see if we can cash it in this time.
Play action, Delakiai rolls to the left, under pressure, throws for the end zone, pass is incomplete.
Ooh. Wow. He put that thing right in there. Right in the breadbasket, and couldn't come down with it.
Couldn't see who that was intended for. We'll take a look at it again here on the replay.
Throwing across his body, pretty good pass, and boy, he put it right there.
That was Morse again, looking to get the senior a score here on senior day. Couldn't do it there. We'll take a look at 2nd down now. This time it's a handoff to Teague, and he is hit hard.
Nice play.
Dragged down in the backfield. Josh Morgan once again. He's a senior in his own right, and he saw that play coming from a mile away.
Yeah, that was just an excellent call, a defensive call, and moves him back.
Third down and goal. Delakiai throws for the end zone. That pass is caught.
It's another interference call.
Another flag is down. For now, it's a touchdown.
Well, there's a flag down. And it's apparently this one's going to go against Plymouth State.
We'll take a look at the replay, see if we can get a call. For now, it is a touchdown to Trayvon Neal.
Oh, they picked it up. They picked up the flag, and it's a touchdown.
So Delakiai to Neal. With that touchdown pass, Garrett Delakiai now has 23 for the season. That breaks Jim Miller's single-season Falcon record. Garrett Delakiai, his first year, and he is #1 all-time in the single-season touchdown leaderboard for the Fitchburg Falcons.
Extra point is no good. It missed it.
No good, wide to the left, so with 9:59 to go here in the second quarter, the Falcons lead this one by a score of 20-10.
We did some games here where Jim Miller was the quarterback, and pretty good quarterback. I remember. I'll tell you, the first game that we did here, I remember it so well because there was no press box here. So what they did was they got some wooden planks, and they stretched them out between a couple of trees. And we climbed up in the trees.
I would have paid money to see this.
The game. I remember coming here and looking and saying, "Okay, where do you set us up? Where do we go?" Right up in the trees, and that's where we went.
And you looked at them like they had bananas on their head or something.
I said, "What?" One of our broadcast guys, it was Coach Ed Sullivan, was like 76 years old. Coach, what are you doing? I'm climbing the tree. No, you're not. No, you're not.
If they ever made me and Todd Robbins climb a tree, there would not have been commentary for that game. I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you, and one of the officials was up in the tree, too. And when he took a step backwards, there was nothing there.
Yikes.
And he went down, and it was not a pretty sight.
Now, is this is not high up in the trees, then?
This has been Remembering by Dave Clark, his 35 years of broadcasting.
And you said you're not a legend of Fitchburg. How many broadcasters can say they climbed a tree to bring the folks at home a Fitchburg State football game?
I believe that's the last time we climbed a tree.
Well, I tell you, you don't have to climb a tree to broadcast. You don't even have to climb a tree to watch. You're here on FATV. If you know someone perhaps out of the Fitchburg area who wants to watch this game, they can do so online. Just go to fatv.org or fitchburgfalcons.com. Live video streaming all around the world.
That sounds pretty good.
That is pretty good. Got a friend in New Rochelle, New York, who's watching this right now.
We've been to some other booths, too, that we can mention later on.
First down and 10 for the Panthers at the 24-yard line.
They had another. I'm sorry, John.
Bolton, the ball carrier, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Go ahead, Dave.
I just remember some of the other places we went to. Trying to remember Wayland. Mike Flynn almost broke his leg in Wayland at a high school football game. Fell down in the did the second half of the ball game with an elevated foot because I think he broke his leg. Wasn't pretty.
I've got to say, the press box at Crocker Field is probably my favorite of the
Oh,
ones
it's a
I've
great
ever
one,
broadcasted from.
This is very nice. Elliott Field's fabulous.
Second down and 9 for the Panthers. Bolton carries once again, gains a couple. It's going to be third down and about 6. Now, you're right about that, Dave. I really do like the facilities they have here at Elliott Field. It's a beautiful field, too.
Yeah.
The field's in excellent condition, surrounded by the trees of Fitchburg. It's a nice little idyllic paradise.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, it's a nice little walk down to the Civic Center parking lot.
I love that walk.
Plenty of parking there. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And now we have referees. Let's wait to hear what this is about.
It's an official's
timeout.
time,
yeah. I think the first measure, is this measurement? Oh, okay.
That's actually number 15, Josh Morgan. We've seen him in as a linebacker. He was doing the quarterbacking there. He had some blood on his arm.
Yep.
So they'll bring in Drew Bolton. It's an interesting wrinkle we hadn't seen from the Panthers before, bringing in the linebacker Morgan as a quarterback. Third down and 6 now for Plymouth State. It is Bolton under center. And he's back to pass. Looks to his right. He's going to throw. Double coverage passes intercepted. Brought in at about the 28-yard line. That's the second of the day for number 2, Teron Seaforth.
That was a pretty well-thrown ball, too. I mean, but Fitchburg State covered it well. But not a bad pass. Let's check it out here.
Not a bad pass at all.
But, well covered. 2 guys right there. And they made a nice interception of it. There it is.
Looked like it was a little overthrown.
Yeah.
Intended for R.J. Casper, but Seaforth was right there. He makes his second pick of the day. Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26, and they'll hand it off to Teague out of the pistol. He's hitting the backfield, bounces out to the near side, still on his feet, but he is finally going to be dragged down. Well, he's not going to be dragged down. They're just going to stop him forward progress. Right at the end of that play, you saw Teague just kind of glaring at a man who was at least twice his size.
Yeah, he did a lot. Oh, geez, I grabbed him by the shoulder pad there. And he's just doesn't want to go down.
Second down, play action fake. Delakiai's pass is complete. That's Ty Spencer up along the near side. He's across the 40 to the 44. Stop the clock, move the chains halfway through the second quarter. And the Falcons have a first down.
There's a nice little slant right there, and good pickup, bringing the ball close to midfield.
Spencer will head to the sidelines. He'll get a breather. Johnny Gomes replaces him. He'll set up on the near side. Looks like Trayvon Neal set up on the far. Handoff goes to Teague straight up the middle. Not much there. He plunges forward. Mark him down at the 48-yard line, a gain of 4. Another play where it really looked like there was nothing doing, but Teague was able to get a few yards. He'll head to the sidelines. Khalifa Best replaces him in the backfield. Second down and 6 now, Fitchburg State at their own 48. They need the 46. Delakiai wanted to go long, brings it down. He's going to carry. He's got a first down and more. Out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. A good run for Garrett Delakiai. Give him 9 yards and a first down.
And you're going to kind of wonder as he got close to the Fitchburg sidelines if he was going to get a hit there. But if you're going to hit somebody out of bounds, you probably don't want to do it on the visiting team's sideline. So
No,
they
you
kind
don't
of
want to
backed
do
off
that.
of it, which is a pretty good play by the Panthers.
Best remains in the backfield. 1st and 10, Fitchburg State at the Panther 40.
Low snap.
Delki handles it well, however, throwing long. He's got Gomes. Pass is
Ooh.
incomplete, just over his left shoulder. Looked like Gomes might have overran that one just a little bit.
It looked like he, excuse me, John, it looked like he turned a little bit too late. I don't know if, here it is.
Take a look at it again. Good protection by the Falcon offensive line, and that's a great shot there. You could see Gomes turning back for the ball. Excellent work by the volunteer camera operators here on Fitchburg Access Television.
Well thrown ball.
2nd down and 10, handoff goes to Best. He's got a big hole. Khalifa Best plows forward. He's got 9 yards. They give those yards to Khalifa Best, but really that was all the Falcon offensive line. Best was not hit until he was tackled. Falcons now hurry up to the line, hand it off to Best once again. Running to the left this time, he's close to a 1st down. Looks like they're going to mark him just shy of the 30-yard line. Set up 4th down and half a yard. They won't even measure.
Short gain of the play.
So that's the 2nd time, Dave, we've seen the Falcons hurry to the line thinking they had an advantage and run the same play only for the Panthers to stuff it.
Yeah. And right now, I think they wanted to get something off quicker than this, but 4th and short.
And off goes to Teague. He's hitting the backfield.
He might have bounced forward and got, he didn't need much.
He didn't need much, but I don't think he got anything.
Look at the spot on this side. The spot on this side looks like he's a little short. You know what? I'm not so sure now.
No, he is well short of that. They're not even going to measure. At least half a yard shy. And that's the right call, in my opinion. That's a good spot. Teague looked like he ran into a pile of guys right in the backfield, fell to a knee. He didn't get it. So the Falcons turn it over on downs. It was, I think, the right call to go for it on 4th down. Absolutely. 4th and 1 from the opposition 31-yard line. Just didn't work out there. Panthers will take over pretty good field position with 5:28 to go here in the first half of action. Bolton under center, hands off. That's Hennessy once again out to the far sideline. Not much there.
Over there for the Falcons was Tony Lewis.
And I think, Dave, we've seen here at the end of the first quarter and into the second, the Panthers are running pretty much the same style of offense that got them 10 quick points. But the Falcon defense has stiffened quickly, and they've been able to contain it.
Well, and they've had that big injury, too, earlier in the game.
Absolutely. Andrew Foglia, their senior running back, we have not seen him at all since he went down with a left leg injury. 2nd down and 6 now for the Panthers. Handoff goes to the left side this time. Hennessy once again hit at the line. Nothing there. Plows forward for a couple of yards.
Christopher Taylor making the stop of Fitchburg State.
Call it now 3rd down and a short 3, looks like.
3rd and 3.
Jimmy Morse heads to the sidelines for the Panthers. Looks like they'll bring in Nick Cavallo as an extra receiver.
Falcons are up by 10, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind going into the locker room up by 10 here.
And Fitchburg State will get the ball to start the second half. So if you're Plymouth, you really want to get points on the board here. Play action on 3rd down. Bolton will keep it himself. He's got the 1st down and more. Across the 45. He's going to be dragged down right at about midfield. A great run there by the junior quarterback, Drew Bolton.
Yeah, here's the fake, and he's going to follow him right up the middle. And it was a pretty good hole there, and not a bad run afterwards. Bought a couple of extra yards with that little twist at the end. Right at midfield.
4 minutes to go here in the first half. Panthers trailing by 10, but they do have 1st and 10 right at midfield. I formation behind Bolton. Handoff goes to the fullback Valero. He's got a big hole. He's to the 40, and they'll stop the clock, move the chains once again.
Replay coming up.
Andrew Valero just took that handoff and exploded. Brought down after a gain of 10, but not before he picked up a first down. We've seen a lot on this drive of that 5-man setup and then hurry to the line. Panthers go unbalanced line to the near side. Flag down in the backfield. It's a handoff to Hennessy. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. That flag flew pretty much right at the snap. Wonder if it might have been an illegal formation.
It's going to go against Plymouth State.
Illegal motion is the early indication.
Illegal motion on the offense, number 3, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
They'll set him back 5.
So they call that one on the tailback Hennessy. It'll be 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 10. Falcon coaches here at press level are barking out same thing, coach. They think the Panthers are going to run that same exact play. And it is indeed a handoff to Hennessy running to the left this time.
Nice.
He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. An entire flock of birds in on that one. Looked like Talib Barksdale was leading the hit.
And it was Torres as well. They were ready that time.
2nd down and 15 now for the Panthers, and Josh Morgan is back in to do the quarterbacking. Bolton heads to the sidelines, and Morgan will take the snap. He's under center with Valero and Hennessy. Play action fast. Now an end around to the far side. That's Zach Ivanella on the carry. He's got a first down and more across the 25, marked out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So 18 yards on the end around.
Yeah, they missed a couple of tackles here too. There's a couple of PSU players who have blocked it off pretty well. There's a miss, and a couple of other guys before being dragged out.
Ivanella was barely touched before picking up the first down.
Barksdale made the stop of Fitchburg State.
Bolton back in under center. Play action fake, he'll keep it himself, and he regrets that decision. He's wrapped up in the backfield after a loss of about a yard.
Alcala, who we mentioned his name a few times this afternoon, haven't we?
Been a leader on the Falcon defense pretty much since the moment he took over. The Panthers, if nothing else, even if they don't score on this drive, are certainly eating up clock. There's already a minute and 20 left here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 12 for Plymouth State at the Falcon 20. They need the 18. Handoff to Hennessy straight up the middle. Not much there. Timeout Plymouth State after the gain of about 3.
Gang tackled, but Alcala was the last one getting up.
Snap actually came from the 25, not the 20. My apologies. It will be 3rd down and about 8 now from the Falcon 22.
And a timeout called.
It's the first of the half for Plymouth State. They have 2 remaining with 1:07 left. So plenty of time for them to go with their ground-based offense if they so choose.
Well, Alex Alcala and Garrett Delakiai and those guys playing for Leominster High School must have felt a little rough this morning or last night, seeing their alumni get beat by St. John's.
It was quite the game, I heard.
Yeah, back and forth, I guess. So, but I'm sure those guys probably were at the game. Had to be disappointed after such a great year, and then St. John's knocks them off, and you're out.
But Thanksgiving looms large. Leominster and Fitchburg coming up just a couple of weeks away. Now on 3rd down and 8, Bolton play action fake, rolls to the right, now throws to the left. That pass is incomplete, high over the head of Mark Hennessy. And normally, Dave, you'd say 4th and 8 on the 21-yard line. What the heck are we going to do?
Yeah.
But if you're Plymouth State, you've got Rob Giles. I think they're going to kick here.
Yeah, I was just watching the official on that play. He was looking to see if there was going to be a little late shove there. And he kind of eyed the Fitchburg State player a little bit, saying, I'm watching you.
Giles on to attempt a 38-yarder from the far hash mark. He was good from 25 earlier. Good snap, good hold. That's a good kick. Is it an accurate one? It is. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. The Panthers get 3 points that, quite frankly, Dave, most teams at this level would not have gotten.
Yeah, he's, like I said, it's always nice to have a kicker. And he hit that one well, and he makes it a 7-point ball game.
Second field goal for Giles on the game makes it, as you said, a 7-point game, 20-13. And now with 56 seconds left, 2 timeouts, got an excellent quarterback, already the single-season leader in touchdown passes. I wonder if the Falcon offense will try to put some points on the board here.
I think you will. Maybe a lot will have to do with this run back. But, given Delakiai's way to throw, and he's got some receivers that can haul it in, why not? Although you do get the ball in the second half to begin with. So
Johnny Gomes and Christian Lopez set back deep to return for the Falcons. We've seen Lopez just about everywhere over his Falcon career. He's been a receiver, a quarterback, delivered some impressive hits as a linebacker. Now he sets up as a kick returner.
Let's see if he knocks this out in the end zone. Nope, got under a little bit.
Gomes will take it in at the 5. Looks for a hole, nothing there. Now bounces it out to the far side. Good return for Gomes. He's out to about the 26-yard line. So decent field position for the Falcons, not great. They have 48 seconds and 2 timeouts if they want to put points on the board.
Well, we'll see what Coach Haverty has to say about this here.
That does not have the demeanor of an offense that is going to take a knee. Delakiai marches up to the line, barking signals. He's got Teague setting up to his right here on 1st down. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Draw to Teague up the middle. He's across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Doesn't appear as though Fitchburg State's going to take a timeout here.
No, they just lined up as if they were going to pass and then ran the draw. Safe play call. And if it burst for something big, they would have hurried up. But now they're just going to let this clock run out and go to the half, content with a 1-touchdown lead.
Well, you wonder if Plymouth State might take a quick timeout here. Not if it's a 1st down, which is going to be.
Khalifa Best, the ball carrier, gets out to the 44.
Now we'll see if they take a timeout. Of course,
stop the clock, move the chains.
Out of bounds. Was he out of bounds to stop the clock?
I think he was out of bounds. We're getting confirmation here at press level. So they'll start the clock at the snap. 9 seconds left. Might be time for a couple of passes.
He was out of bounds.
I don't think Delakiai has the arm to get it to the end zone from here.
Pump fake.
Pump fake, Delakiai under pressure. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. And that'll put an end to any Falcon thoughts of getting points on the board before the end of the first half.
I was going to say that I saw the clock. It said 9 seconds, and then a little bit later, it still said 9 seconds. So I guess the official, well, I don't want to say official time, but the guys on the field have called it half. And that's the way it is.
It is indeed the end of the first half here at Elliott Field on Senior Day. An excellent crowd in attendance, but if you're in the Fitchburg area, come on down. And again, if you know someone who isn't, tell them to go to fatv.org or fitchburgfalcons.com. Catch the second half of action live here. For Dave Clark, this is John Goody. We're going to take a break. We'll see you at the start of the second half. John Gugerty and Dave Clark here with you at Elliott Field as the Falcons lead Plymouth State by a score of 20-13. And if you're just joining us, those are an historic 20 points. It's ahistoric. I can't believe I just said an historic. Fitchburg State scoring the first 20 points in their history, Dave, against the Panthers of Plymouth State University.
Yeah, that's certainly a moral victory, and a victory is not bad either with a 7-point lead. Nice to see at halftime one of the guys that goes around and kind of evaluates college referees is Billy Ward, who is a Leominster guy, and I've known Billy for a number of years, and Billy's here doing some evaluation of the. Asked me, what do you think of the officials? And I mentioned to him this game and last night, the Fitchburg game we did, there seems to be, and Billy agreed with me, even at the professional level, instead of blowing the whistle right away, they seem to be letting the play go a little bit longer before they blow the whistle. And he says, I'm glad you noticed that. He says, because I noticed the same thing. And they're doing it at all levels. And they've got to kind of watch it a little bit.
I would think that they would be inclined to blow the whistle earlier, stop the play so nobody gets hurt.
Exactly. And that was his point, is that there seems to be some time before they blow the whistle.
Rob Giles' kickoff is taken in by Johnny Gomes at his goal line, takes it across the 20 to the 25-30, still on his feet. Finally runs out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So a good return for Gomes. Falcons get pretty good field position. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36. Now, we mentioned the historic first points for the Falcons against Plymouth State. It's also a day in Falcon history. Garrett Delikiai has 3 touchdown passes already, and with his third, he went to 23 on the season, passing Jim Miller as the single-season all-time leader among Fitchburg State quarterbacks. Hands off to Stephon Teague on first down here. Teague's across the 40, across midfield, dragged down from behind at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of about 15 for Stephon Teague and a Falcon first down. So right out of the gates, Dave, Stephon Teague with a big 15-yard carry.
And some nice blocking to get around that corner before being hit and then dragged down from behind. That's a first down, as you mentioned.
First down pass by Delikiai is incomplete.
You know, when he got that out of the shotgun formation, didn't really have a good grasp on the ball when he threw it. And it goes incomplete for second down.
Delikiai in the first half, 8 of 13 for 164 yards and 3 touchdowns, as we mentioned. Now on second down, Stephon Teague, the ball carrier. He's across the 45. Mark him down right at the 45. It's a gain of about 4. It'll bring up third down and a long 6. Teague had himself a pretty good first half, 15 carries for 58 yards, just about 4 yards a carry.
Falcons look like, and they've done pretty well this afternoon, picking up the pace a little bit with a no huddle.
Now on third down, Delikiai is in trouble. He is dragged down from behind. That's Josh Morgan, his second sack of the day. Brings him down back into Falcon territory at the 45. So the Falcons get a first down, but then they have to kick it away. We'll see the punting unit.
Delikiai not really, heading to the sidelines with a little bit of a limp there.
Looks like he may be favoring his left side. We'll keep an eye on him. Believe this is the first time we've seen the Falcon punting unit today. It's Christopher Ludwig doing the kicking.
I believe you're right.
It's a good kick, end over end, bounces at about the 24, and will take a Falcon roll before finally being fallen on.
I don't know why you want to fall on it there. You get flattened right away.
Well, if you don't fall on it, the ball keeps rolling. It's going to get down inside the 10.
I don't know. You don't fall around with it when you've got 4 gold shirts around you.
That's true.
He picked it up, and he got hurt on that play.
You see Jake Matthews there. Looks like he's favoring his left hand, perhaps. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he gets back into this one. 13-16 to go here in the third quarter, excuse me. Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at about their own 13-yard line. We've seen this a lot from Plymouth State. They come out with 5 men lined up directly in the backfield before taking their formation. It's a handoff to Mark Hennessy running up the far side. Gains a couple, not much more than that.
Good to see the president at the half, Dr. Robert Antonucci.
How is old Bob doing?
He's doing fine. He looked like he saw some people from Plymouth State he hadn't seen in a while. And, of course, he tries to make all the events, so he got an unbelievable schedule. But he's here like he usually is, supporting his football team on their last. What a quick season it's been. The last game of the season. Time flies.
I figure he's given FATV the President's Medal. We get to call him Bob, right? He's your boss, so you have to call him Dr. Robert, though. Second down pass, play action. Bolton rolls to his left. He's under pressure, and he is going to be brought down by Brian Onyekaful. First time we've gotten a chance to call his name today. Onyekaful makes the sack. It'll be 3rd down and long.
There's a big play right there because they want to try to keep Plymouth State down. And a pretty good hit. Took a nice little whack at the line there. And as you said, they've got a 3rd down and 15 to go here.
We had some good names here on the Falcon defense, Dave. I tell you, Stanley Udor, Brian Onyekaful. It's been fun. Bolton running the option on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself, it looks like. Actually, excuse me, that's the fullback Andrew Valero, the ball carrier. He's out to about the 20-yard line. A good run, but he's still a couple of yards shy of the 1st down.
Here comes the punt team.
Paul Castonia, the Plymouth State coach, gave it a little bit of thought. It is 4th and 1, but deep in your own territory, only down by a touchdown, 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Probably the right decision to kick it away.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, and you're only down by a touchdown.
Tevin Bieniemy sets up at about his own 44-yard line. He'll do the returning for Fitchburg State. Another low snap, bounces before the kick is away. Bieniemy signals fair catch and makes it at the Falcon 45. So it's about a 34-yard punt. No return. Falcons will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45.
We had a busy day today at the university. A little bit earlier today was an open house for those interested in taking a look at Fitchburg State, and they had a full Western Auditorium and spill over into Kent and Kent Recital Hall, and so that's about 900 people that came to take a look at the university today.
And a fair few number of those people have decided to make their way over to Elliott Field.
Yeah.
First down carry goes to Stefan Teague up along the near side. He's across midfield. Brought down right at the yellow stripe, maybe a bit beyond it. Give him 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Bubba made the tackle.
It's our good friend Bubba Kaplan.
Bubba Kaplan.
Bubba Kaplan out of Truro, Massachusetts. Familiar to fans of the Men in Black franchise. It's a post office there, I've heard.
Truro on the Cape, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
2nd down and 5 for the Falcons. They've got 2 in the backfield. It's Stefan Teague running behind Anthony Paternoster. Not much there. He's across midfield, still fighting forward. They're going to give him maybe half a yard. First time we've seen that formation, Dave. They go with the pistol, but also Paternoster sets up to the right of the quarterback, Delici. They'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Falcons. Paternoster stays in to serve as a blocking back. Alex Morse is the tight end.
Delici, who looked like he was having a tough time coming off the field last time, seems to be okay. Hasn't missed a play.
Receivers on the field are Gomes and Spencer. Delici's pass for Spencer is incomplete, right off his hands. Well defended by Chris Smith, and also Sam Bellamy was in there for the Panthers. So the Falcons had pretty good field position, couldn't do anything with it. 3 and out they go, and they'll kick it away once again.
Not a bad pass. Catchable ball, but it goes incomplete. And like you said, the Falcons are going to have to kick it away here. Doing a little counting before they snap it.
I saw Kyle Cutler in there barking signals.
High snap.
Ludwig does not get it away. That punt is blocked. Fallen on by Everett Moy of the Panthers. So a great job there by the Plymouth State special teams. Moy made the block and the recovery. We'll see if we can take another look at this one.
Well, it was the high snap that I think caused this. And we'll see if the boys got a replay on that.
That snapping has been a running theme for the Falcons, both on shotgun snaps and here in the special teams package. Ludwig could not get that kick away, so Plymouth State takes over 1st and 10 now at the Fitchburg 38.
A little delay.
First down handoff goes to Hennessy. He's got good yardage this time. Give him about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the Fitchburg 33.
Oh, a big block and a big recovery, and at the very least, you're getting into field goal territory here.
Well, with the leg we've seen from Rob Giles, they're not too far from it.
No. Oh, maybe another 5-7 yards.
We saw him hit a 30-plus yarder right at the end of the first half, make this a one-score game. Now 2nd down and 4, play action. Bolton will keep it himself. No, excuse me, it is a handoff to Valero. Drew Bolton is very good at the play action, both at faking it and actually executing it. They give Valero a couple. Call it 3rd down and about 3. Short 3, long 2, depends on your preference. Let's call it 3rd and 3.
Fitchburg coaching sideline.
I formation behind Bolton. The handoff to Hennessy running to the left. He's got a 1st down and more. Knocked down at about the 26-yard line. Stop the clock, move the chain, 7:58 left to play here in the 3rd quarter, and it's 1st down Plymouth State.
Torres made the stop. Kind of stood him up there and held on until he got a little bit of help. But not enough for a 1st down for the Panthers here at the Fitchburg State 26-yard line.
Falcon cheerleaders trying to get the crowd here at Elliott Field into it, looking to motivate their defense to get a big stop. If Plymouth State can get into the end zone, they will most likely tie this game. 1st down handoff goes to Hennessy. He's through the initial hole, still on his feet across the 20.
Kind of tripped himself up.
Looks like they're going to mark him down at about the 16.
He was about ready to break out here, and just kind of tripped over himself. Here's the replay. And he's about ready to turn it into gear here, and he kind of lost his balance.
That's a good thing for the Falcon defense. That stopped him from picking up a 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 1 at about the Fitchburg 17.
Lost his balance. That's to all you Stooges fans out there.
I think you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable there. Handoff goes to Valero, the fullback. He's back to the line of scrimmage, not much more than that. Looks like he's going to be shy of the 1st down, and actually they're going to say he lost about half a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 1 now for the Panthers.
3rd and 2.
And they will bring in Josh Morgan to do the quarterbacking. We saw this from them a handful of times in the first half. It usually ends with a run, either by Morgan or someone else. Play action, Morgan will keep it himself. He's got the 1st down. Still lunging forward. They're going to mark him down at the 15. That's plenty to move the chains.
Yeah, he went on the right side and just followed his lead block there. First guy going through and following him up, cutting inside and getting enough for a 1st down.
That's such a tough play to defend, especially on 3rd and short like that. There's so many things that the Panther offense can do. It's hard to sniff out which one they're going to execute on any given situation. Now Drew Bolton back in at quarterback on 1st and 10 for Plymouth State. He'll set up with Valero and Hennessy in the eye behind him. It's a handoff to Hennessy. He's got some blockers across the 10. He's going to be hit right at the 10 and lean forward. A massive humanity assumes at the 9-yard line. Give Hennessy a gain of about 5.
Off the bottom of the pile, Seaforth, Tyrone Seaforth for Fitchburg State in on the tackle.
Call it a gain of 6 there for Hennessy. It'll be 2nd down and 4. The Panthers are at the 9. They need to get to the 5 for a 1st and goal. Handoff goes to the fullback Valero this time. He's into the line, not much more than that. Looks like they're going to give him a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Clock continuing to wind down. This has been a fast 3rd quarter.
Certainly has. Plymouth State has had the majority of the possession, and when they've had it, they are just running it. I don't believe they've thrown the ball once on this drive.
Yeah, and they haven't thrown much in the ball game. Fitchburg State's thrown the ball well, but it's been mostly run for Plymouth State, and a little too early, a little too anxious, and this is going to back the
Prior to
Panthers
the
up
snap.
5 yards.
False start. 5. 3rd down.
That was pretty obvious.
Andrew Valero thought it was 2 when in fact the snap count was 3.
Well, I wonder if he was getting the ball.
That's usually the case. Guys,
Yes.
getting the ball, especially on a big 3rd down there. He's a little eager. Now he's backed his team up. It's 3rd down and 7. And Plymouth State will actually take their first time out of the second half here with 3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. That penalty really messed them up.
Yeah.
It's like they have to thumb through their playbook saying, where do we put those passes? Where do we put those passes? I know we have one in here somewhere.
A beautiful day at Elliott Field. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it absolutely is. I got to ask you a question, Dave.
Yes.
How hard has it been for you not to say here at Crocker Field, just out of force of habit?
Well, I don't do as many games now. Since becoming a city councilor, I just don't have as much time as I do for the game. So FATV is very kind to let me do the Fitchburg games at Crocker Field. Kind of keep my finger in a little bit, but I haven't screwed up. Well, I haven't called you Mike.
You have not.
So
I haven't.
That's
called
pretty
you
good.
Alex.
I thought that was automatic. I was going to do that. I've been working with him for like 30 years.
3rd down and 7 for the Panthers. They will stick with the I formation, and it's a handoff to Hennessy running to the right. He is hit immediately, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. You're going to say he got to the 11-yard line on forward progress.
Tony Lewis in on the play.
So I guess they couldn't find those pass plays in the playbook.
See him headed on the right side, and Tony Lewis, 99 on top.
Now 4th down for Plymouth State. Rob Giles is on to attempt his 3rd field goal of the game. This one will be about a 28-yarder. He was good from this distance in the first half. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Panthers get a field goal out of it. 3:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter. They've cut the deficit to 4. Fitchburg 20, Plymouth State 16. And we hate to belabor the point, Dave, but that's another 3 points that most teams in Division III level, quite frankly, I think the Fitchburg Falcons would not have gotten. I think faced with that same situation, 3rd and 4, facing a 28-yard, 4th and 4 rather, facing a 28-yard field goal, most teams, Fitchburg State included, would choose to go for it there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's, kicking is such a big part of the ball. You see a lot of colleges, major colleges, having to need a kicker. You hear about the walk-on stories and so forth. But this kicker that the Panthers have come up Hits the ball well.
Yeah, he's a junior. It's not like he's just coming onto the scene this year.
Lopez and Gomes set deep to the foul.
Christian Lopez and Johnny Gomes set up deep to return the kick. This one's a low end over end, bounces off an up man and is fallen on by Christian Lopez at about the 19-yard line. Looked like initially Malik Alfred had his hands on that one, couldn't bring it in, and then all heck broke loose and Lopez just had to fall on it.
Seems, the Falcons have been doing a lot of running here, and maybe it's to set up the pass. I don't know, but they seem to be having a lot of luck with the pass earlier in the ball game. I'm wondering when we're going to see that again. Kind of deep territory. Low snap.
Low snap. That ball's on the ground. Can't tell who has it. I think Teague might have picked it up.
Fitchburg is able to cover it up.
Yeah, you could see that. It was low right from the get-go.
We've seen a number of Falcon centers on the season. The first game we did here at Elliott Field, Maxwell Shivani came in and was able to handle it effectively. It's Daniel Della Justina running the snapping now. Now on second down, Delakiai's pass to the near side is incomplete. Looked like Ty Spencer was going to get it, but then at the last second, Zach Ziemba, freshman DB, was able to get his hand in there, knock that one away. Take a look at this one again.
Yeah, he's got the man out there. Looks like he's open, but nice job by 23 to come and knock that ball away.
Great job by Zach Ziemba. Comes to us out of Manchester, New Hampshire, an alum of West High School. Now on third down, just a design draw up the middle for Stephon Teague. He's still on his feet, but he's not going to get anything. Brought down in the backfield, so the Falcons go 3 and out.
Well, I think goal momentum is changing a little bit here.
And Bill Barnwell will say it doesn't exist, but it certainly feels like Plymouth State has the upper hand right now.
You get that feeling, don't you?
But the Falcons do have the lead, and they will be kicking the ball away here. Fourth down and 13. Looks like Matthews set up deep to return. He's set up at about midfield. Ludwig will kick from just outside his own end zone. Good snap this time. Ludwig gets it away. Bounces at the 44 and is going to die right at about the 49-yard line. Plymouth State will take over just into Fitchburg territory.
Enter offense back to the field. First and 10. Fitchburg 49.
So after their last punt was blocked, the Falcons are able to get this one away. Plymouth State still takes over with great field position, though, in Fitchburg territory. They'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and they kind of have things rolling their way right now. I mean, offensively, they're starting to move the ball, and Fitchburg State can't stop them. Or at least stop them in territory where they're not going to get 3 points out of it.
That's very true. First down handoff goes to Hennessy on the counter this time. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard, if that. Tony Lewis leading the hit for the Falcons.
Yeah, he's had a few tackles today, hasn't he?
He's a senior, big guy, 6 foot, 255 out of Medford. I think that's a little conservative, taking a look at Tony Lewis. 255, you think?
And he had folks here for his senior day. A couple of folks waiting for him at the end of the aisle.
Second down and 9 now for Plymouth State. Play action pass. Bolton deep drop. He has all day to throw. He's going to throw long. Jump ball. That pass is incomplete. 3 men went up for it, and nobody came down with it. Intended for Zach Iavanella.
Yeah, he wanted a flag being thrown, but that just looked like a jump ball. 2 guys going up for it.
One of the men who went up for it was Asante Easter, and he is hobbling off. He'll head to the sidelines, and David DeZeem, freshman DB, will come in to replace him.
Maybe just a little too long in developing. Not a bad throw, but maybe just a little too long in developing.
A little long to develop, a little overthrown. Pass fell incomplete. 3rd down and 9 now for Plymouth State. They need the 38 of Fitchburg for a first down. Handed off straight up the middle. That's Hennessy.
Might be close.
Believe I saw a flag come in. They're going to give him 4 yards. And I was just wrong. There's no flag on the play. It'll be 4th down and 5.
I was wrong, too. He's 4th and 5.
Well, we were both
They're going to have
wrong.
to kick it.
I won't point out that you were wrong if you don't point out that I was wrong. Okay?
Punt team.
Punt team?
Wrong?
It's a bit of a surprise. I'm perhaps
There
overly
it
aggressive.
is.
This is a fake. Pass to the far sideline
There's
is
your first
complete.
down.
That is a first down. That pass was thrown by the offensive lineman, Ryan Bentley. Number 71. How often do you see him in your scorebook as a quarterback? Excellent execution on the fake punt, just as we were questioning whether or not it was the right decision to kick it away. That'll move the ball to the Fitchburg 35-yard line, and at the end of the 3rd quarter, the Panthers have the momentum, trailing by 4, but they have the ball at the Fitchburg 35.
Yeah, they have got it. And as you said before the game, Plymouth State coming into today's game with a 2-7 mark. 1-6 in the MASCAC, and Fitchburg State 5-4, 4-3 in the MASCAC.
The Falcons have already clinched their first 500 season in at least 8 years. They'd like to go above that today, and they will if they can take home their 6th victory here on Senior Day.
Yeah, and a word or two about Pat Haverty. I've known Coach Haverty for a number of years, and just a class guy, and it was great to see him come back here in his 8th year. He is the all-time winningest coach with 34 wins.
He certainly has built himself a program here, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Some good news on the injury front. Asante Easter, we mentioned him shaken up earlier. He's back on the field. 1st and 10, Plymouth State at the Falcon 35. Play action fake, Bolton rolls to his right. He will throw. That pass is complete. 84 is Mike Wakefield, his first reception of the day. And there's that man again out of Hopewell Junction, New York. Did we ever figure out where that is?
Yes, I believe that Wrangler Jane from F Troop
Yeah,
came from.
we know that, but
particular
where
city.
is it?
It doesn't. What's that? She doesn't live there anymore?
No, where geographically, where is Hopewell Junction, New York? No idea. Okay.
I don't know.
2nd down and 3 for the Panthers. They're set up at the Fitchburg 29. They need to get to about the 26, maybe even the 25 for a first down. I formation behind Bolton. Hennessy dotting as he does. It's a handoff to Hennessy up the right side. He's close to the line to gain. Looks like they're going to mark him about half a yard shy.
Falcon defense got to tighten it up a little here. They did on this play.
For the record, Dave, Hopewell Junction is just a bit south of Poughkeepsie. And now you know.
Vacation Land, USA.
3rd down and a long 1 for the Panthers. They'll go with an I formation once again. It's a handoff to Valero, the fullback. He's hit at the line of scrimmage,
Nice
lunges
play.
forward. Nothing there, maybe a loss of a yard.
Well, that was 99 again right in there. He kind of blew that play up.
We've already seen Plymouth State go for a 4th down once on this drive. I don't think they're going to be faking anything. They're just going to go for it here.
Actually, I was looking at the initial hit. There was 92 is Camillo.
First time we've called Pedro Camillo's name today. 4th down and 2 now for the Panthers. They will go I formation, 2 tight ends. Play action fake. Bolton keeps it himself, lunges into the line. I believe the entire Falcon defense and Pat Haverty and Garrett Delakiai and a couple of guys from the sideline saw that coming. He is wrapped up in the backfield, turnover on downs.
That is a big turnover on downs because it looked as there is the fake give. And he just couldn't get around that outside. It looked like he wanted to tuck it inside, and when he did, he kind of ran into a lot of traffic.
Now, if you're the Fitchburg offense, you really want to just hold the ball, get your defense a breather here. First down handoff goes to Stephon Teague running along the far side. He's got plenty of yardage, now cuts back to the near side. Open field in front of him. Stephon Teague's across midfield to the 40, still on his feet. Plenty of guys in front of him. He's across the 20, 15, 10, run out of bounds at the 8-yard line. An incredible run for Stephon Teague.
I don't see any flags, and they're going to mark him out at the 10-yard line.
So just as you're saying that the Falcon offense wants to take some time off the clock, Stephon Teague says, the heck with that. I'm going to take 62 yards right now.
Here's the replay. Started out on the right side first.
He's almost wrapped up there, and then he cuts all the way back.
Back to live.
Garrett Delakey will keep it himself. He's under pressure, brought down in the backfield. Hit at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, Wilson was there.
It's a second down and goal for the Falcons at the 13. So Teague was marked out of bounds just inside the 10. Handoff goes to Khalifa Best running to the left side. Nothing there. Best cuts it up the middle. He's across the 5, still on his feet. Khalifa Best is marked down at the 2-yard line. A gain of about 11 for him.
Yeah, it looked like he was going down. And Mattis, watch this. He looks like he's kind of bottled up there, and then all of a sudden he squirms away for another 5 yards.
Good second effort there by Khalifa Best, and it will be third down and goal from about the 3-yard line. Stephon Teague back on the field. Play action fake. Delakey will throw, looking for his 4th touchdown of the day, and he has it. Trayvon Neal makes the reception. Touchdown Falcons.
I was waiting to see the officials put their arms up there, and I'm looking at the wrong guy because he never put them up.
I think they were waiting to see if Neal actually made the catch, but we can see there on the replay, great work by the FATV camera crew. Garrett Delakey, his 4th touchdown of the day, and it is 26-16 with the extra point to come. Good snap, good hold. That extra point is up, and it's good, and it's a big one. Makes it an 11-point game, 27-16 Falcons, now with 11:26 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it was really set up on that great run by Stephon Teague. And set up the touchdown and gives the Falcons a 11-point lead.
62 yards on the first play of that drive. The Falcon offense had to punt 2 times in a row. One of those blocked, but Stephon Teague said the heck with that. He went 62 yards and set up a touchdown. And now, Dave, we're getting into a time in the game where something we really haven't seen from the Panthers, and that's the passing game, is going to come into play. They're going to need to get some big chunks of yardage if they want to get a couple of scores.
Yeah, you know, you've got maybe a touchdown, a 2-pointer, and then a 3-pointer, which they're capable certainly of doing with that kicking. So plenty of time, 11:26 to play. Some of the shadows starting to creep out on the field a little bit.
Anastasio's kick is away. It's high, end over end, taken in at the near sideline by Ivanella. He'll cut it up the middle, look for a hole. He's got one. He's across the 20 before being speared down at the 25. Anastasio, his 2nd tackle, and he's having himself a day. Eric Anastasio is a wee bit enthused about that tackle.
As he should be. He was a bit aggressive on that play. Instead of waiting for the white shirts to come to him, he went forward.
A well-executed spear there by Eric Anastasio. Play action fake. Bolton will keep it himself. He is wrapped up. Oh, my goodness. Pedro Camillo made the big hit, and you heard Eric Anastasio down there on the sideline saying, let's freaking go, and freaking go they did.
Well, it was Boxdale who kind of blew that play up, though, number 12.
Bolton took the ball. He saw Talib Barksdale right in front of him, turned around, and then I don't think he saw Pedro Camillo coming, but he was coming indeed. A big loss of yardage there. Call it now 2nd down and about 12 for the Panthers.
Now they're going to have to start thinking about throwing.
Not yet, though. Handoff goes to Hennessy. Up the middle, nothing there.
Now they got a 3rd down and about 13 coming up.
They're going
Let's
to
make a 3rd about 10, I'm sorry.
They're going to give him about a yard and a half, so it'll be 3rd and a long 10. It's another one of those things that's it's a little redundant, don't you think? 3rd and a long 10?
Yes. We covered that earlier, didn't we?
We did.
Okay. Well, it's very important to mention again.
Absolutely. It's called a theme, Dave. It's a motif. That's the cinematic term for just repeating yourself. 3rd down and the aforementioned long 10, and the Panthers will go shotgun for the first time in a while. Bolton rolls to his left. He's got to throw. He's under pressure. Still on his feet, however, finally dragged down. Nobody was open, and the offensive line can't block forever. Call that a coverage sack for the Falcons. I believe Talib Barksdale made the official hit.
Yeah, but I think he's got to uncork this ball here, and if it gets intercepted, it may be as good as a punt. I don't know.
Certainly with the way he was looking downfield, if a deep pass like that gets picked off, it is as good as a punt.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe your guy comes down with it, but
now
it brings up a 4th down.
4th down, 9 minutes to play. Panthers will kick this ball away. Barely getting that one off. The enemy brings it in at about the 46. He's looking for yardage. He's going to cut it back to the far side. Really nothing doing, but the enemy's still on his feet. He's going to get across midfield at least. And that was the longest 5-yard return of Tevin Bieniemy's life.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like a little Stooges here, you know. There it is.
And if I was Chris Berman, yeah, I was just going to say. Bieniemy did all he could. He did pick up 5 yards. I think the Falcons sideline wanted a late hit for that tackle right there.
I'm surprised. He gave him a belly-to-belly souffle.
Pretty much, but I think he was in the act of tackling him when Bieniemy stepped out of bounds. 1st and 10 Falcons. Delachiari will throw, pumps and throws long, intended for Neal. Passes incomplete, just over his head. Nothing Neal could do about that one. That was just out of bounds. So the Falcon offense is not content with their 11-point lead. They want to put another score on the board and make it that much harder for Plymouth State to get back into this one.
Absolutely. Yeah, put them in an uncomfortable position.
Now they'll go from the pistol, hand off to Teague running to the near side. Hit at the line of scrimmage, keeps his legs moving. They're going to mark him down at the Panther 44. It's a gain of about 3.
And keep the clock moving, 8.5 minutes. So you got to try to stay in bounds, eat up 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there. You're up by 11. Garrett kind of taking his time there.
3rd down and 8 for Delachiari. Set up to the right of him, that's Shaheem Burnett. First time we've seen him today. Low snap, Burnett will pick it up. He's got it at the 40, 35, 30. Shaheem Burnett is across the 15, 10, 5. Brought down at the 4-yard line on a busted play. That was a disaster at the snap. Take a look at it here.
Yeah. Picks it up.
I wonder if we can back that one up. Was that a design snap to Burnett that he just dropped?
I don't know.
That snap went right to Burnett. I don't know if it was intentional, but Burnett picked it up, gained 39 yards, and it's 1st and goal for Fitchburg State.
Once he had it, he had a good run afterwards. That's for sure.
Great maneuverability there for Burnett. He will stay in the backfield. Whistles and flags kill the play right at the snap.
That'll drive you crazy. Oop.
Prior to the snap, ball start, offense, number 59, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
False start called against the Falcons. It'll remain first down and goal. And Dave, we mentioned earlier we really haven't seen Phil St. Juste. He's back on the field here on first and goal. He is one touchdown reception away from the Falcons' single-season receiving record. We saw Delakia get the passing record earlier, and Delakia is slammed down in the backfield here. There's our good friend Bubba Kaplan making the play. It'll be second down and goal from the 20.
Yeah, nice play.
And you can see, Dave, if you take a look here at the near sideline, Phil St. Juste is number 1. He is not running well at all. He really has not played a part in the Falcon offense except at the goal line. So they're trying to get him that record, but not have him as an integral part of the offense when they're between the 20s.
Got to get the win first. They're going backwards a little bit on this drive, unfortunately.
Second down and goal. Delakia will throw to the right side. That pass is brought in. Was he inbounds?
I think he was out.
We await the signal. Touchdown! Ty Spencer, his third touchdown catch of the day. He is shaken up at the end of it.
20-yard touchdown.
Can we see that again, please?
That's a wonderful catch by Spencer. Take
there
a
it
look
is.
right there. His right foot is inbounds. Right there, you only need the one.
Yeah, he's in. Nice job, guys. Yeah, he was right there, right on the line. That was good, and that's maybe the ugliest extra point you'd want to see in your life.
I was just going to say, it's not pretty, but it's darn sure effective. 34-16.
Big play.
Fitchburg State is now running away with this one. And Dave, I can't help but notice it is senior day here at Elliott Field, but the big story is a freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
Garrett Delakia with his 5th touchdown pass of the day.
Yeah, I think, Coach Haverty was hopeful that he could get, a freshman. You don't know who he's going to be when he goes up to the next step. But I think he's been quite pleased at the way that Garrett Delakia has played and looks forward to next season as this season comes to a
next season and the year after that and the year after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's easy to be optimistic when you've got a freshman quarterback who already owns your team's single season passing touchdown record. And he has 5 more today.
And he didn't start the year, did he?
I believe he did.
Did he start from game 1?
I believe so. We did not have the first game of the season here on FATV. Anastasio's kick is taken in by Perez, I believe. It's brought down at the 26-yard line. Excuse me, that's Chris Smith. I knew it was Chris, but I thought it was the Indians' closer, not the Panthers kickoff return guy. Got my sports confused.
Sante Easter making the stop.
Good to see Easter back on the field after he suffered that hip injury earlier. So if you're a Plymouth State fan, Dave, 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It's getting hard to envision a comeback, but if it's going to happen, it needs to happen through the air.
Yeah, no question.
Play action fake on first down. Bolton will throw. Looks to the left. That pass is complete.
Nice pass.
Across the 40 to the 45. First time we've called Jason
Stefano.
Stefano or Stefano, do you think?
Let's toss a coin.
This is the kind of conversation we should have had before the game. It's Jason Stefano making the reception. Comes to us out of Freiburg, Maine, graduate of the Freiburg Academy.
Freiburg, Maine used to be the, when you started before the football season back in September or late August, used to be the stomping grounds for Fitchburg High School. They used to have their training camp in Freiburg, Maine.
Really?
Yes.
First down, Bolton is under a ton of pressure. He finally gets this one away, just throws it out of bounds. He was outside the pocket, so that will not be intentional grounding.
Nice coverage in the defensive backfield. Stops the clock at 6:04.
Great work by Bolton. He looked to be wrapped up a couple of times, but he does get out of the tackle box and then just throws that one away. So they went north for training camp.
Yes, they did.
You never hear that.
Not anymore. I think Leominster, I can't remember where Leominster used to go for training, but they got the kids out for a week. Here's a play.
Bolton back to pass, throws for the right side. That pass is incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Iavanella. Tyler Phillips leading the coverage.
That was a big thing years ago. They'd all go to camps, different camps around here. And like I said, the one in Fitchburg was up in Freiburg, Maine. And they haven't done that in a number of years. I think it's just become too expensive. And you can do plenty of things at home. So I think people just stay home and do their double and triple sessions.
You know, you understand it for spring training in baseball, especially if you head south. But not so much in football. Folks are looking to cut corners pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
Now some trickeration here. Handoff goes to Iavanella eventually. He's across midfield, brought down at about the Falcon 46. It's a nice looking play. It gains 7 yards, but it keeps the clock moving.
Kind of not a great snap, but nice job pulling it down.
That was Morgan who's come in at quarterback once again. He'll head to the sidelines, and Bolton will come back in. 4th down and 2, and Plymouth State will go for it.
Kind of have to. 5:23 to play.
If you want to have any chance at all, sure, why not? You know, it's not over till it's over.
Down by 18.
Handoff goes to Hennessy. He's hit in the backfield, and we just said it's not over till it's over, but this one is pretty much over. No gain for Hennessy, turnover on downs. Falcons will take over, leading by 3 scores with 5 minutes to go.
Well, as much as Plymouth State kind of took it to Fitchburg State in the 3rd quarter, Falcons have really come back here in the 4th and have pulled this away, 34-16. They've really dominated the 4th quarter.
Spearheaded by a couple of big runs by Stefan Teague and Shaheen Burnett. It's Burnett, the ball carrier here. Flag comes in right at the snap. Burnett's across midfield to the Panther 45. But this one appears to be coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Illegal formation, offense. More than 4 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Can't do that?
I think one of their linemen may not have been fully up on the line.
I thought we played arena football rules in the 4th quarter.
Well, when there's 5 minutes to go and one team's up by 18, it usually amounts to do whatever the heck you like. Handoff goes to Burnett up the near side. Doing the quarterbacking now is Ron Vereen. We've seen him as the holder on the extra points. And Garrett Delkey is headed to the sidelines. He'll probably take the rest of this day off.
I was mentioning Billy Ward from Leominster, who is a official out there looking at officials. But years ago, he was an official in the Arena Football League when the Arena Football League was doing fairly well. They had a national television contract and kind of a fun game to watch. But
handoff goes to Paternoster. He's hitting the backfield. He's not going to get anything. Loss of a couple. And Stefan Teague is headed to the sideline. Shaheen Burnett has come back in to replace him. And that really was an excellent run by Burnett right at the onset of that last drive. And I'm told that we actually have another look at that one. We'll try to get that for you as soon as we can. 3rd down and 15 now. Quarterback will throw. Pass is incomplete, thrown by Vereen and intended for Sumiel. There's a particularly vocal fan here on the sideline that you may have heard.
Apparently.
But a hold is indicated against the Falcons. Let's take a look at that holding penalty against Fitchburg State is declined. It will be 4th down.
All right, here's a play earlier.
This is the big Teague run, the 62-yard scamper. That was a key play in this game.
Yeah.
The Falcons were leading by just 4. They had been put 3 and out a couple of times in a row. And then this big play set up 2 quick touchdowns. Probably the big play of this game. Back to live action now. Ludwig's punt goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that particular play, I mean, really, I think took the wind out of the sails here for Plymouth State. Is there any sailing in Plymouth State?
I'm sure there must be.
Really?
It's Plymouth. It's near the ocean.
I don't think it's near the ocean, is it?
Plymouth Rock? Plymouth?
Plymouth. The Plymouth that we're watching today.
Aren't they one and the same?
No.
No?
No, this is Plymouth, New Hampshire.
Oh. I did
Plymouth
not know
Rock
that.
is not in Plymouth,
No, it's
New
not.
Hampshire. Unless
I should have noticed that by the number of
it.
players from New Hampshire who were on the Plymouth State roster.
Yeah, no.
I thought these guys were from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh, no.
It shows you the quality research that we do here. Play action pass by Bolton on 1st down. He will throw long. He's got a man there. It's a jump ball pass. Is caught. He's still on his feet. Across the 10, knocked down at the 5-yard line. Zach Iavanella makes the catch and run. If they can do things like that, this game isn't over yet.
No, it's over.
Okay. They did it once. We got to hold viewership, Dave. It's important.
That's all right. People like to watch the end of the games.
That's right. Unfortunately, there's no band.
That was a beautiful throw. And
Certainly
then
was.
afterwards, the work afterwards trying to get into the end zone.
1st and goal for the Panthers. Just under 3 minutes to play. Bolton will keep it himself off the play action. Ducking out of tackles. The ball comes loose.
I think he was over first.
Jimmy Morse caught it in the end zone, so it is a touchdown. I don't know if they're going to give it to Bolton on the carry or Morse on the recovery. Take a look at it once again. And that red line there is the goal line.
Yeah. Oh,
that
80.
Came loose before he got in.
Yeah, it popped right into number 80 there. Watch this. Although I think he might have been over anyways first. Let's see. I think he was over, and then it popped out.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's all bookkeeping anyway. Extra point is up and good. So it is now 34-23. And you'd have to think an onside kick is coming.
Yeah.
And as we try desperately to cling to some semblance of drama in this one, I will point out.
Well, I mean, you get an onside kick, you score, you go for 2. That's 8 points there, and boy, there's a lot of yelling going on.
I think the Falcon defensive coaches are trying to get their players out of the mindset that we've been in, that this one is all over but the shouting.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not supposed to let up here. But I mean, they score. They get 2. It brings it to a 3-point game, and as you mentioned, this guy can kick.
Absolutely. And I think we're about to see if he can execute an onside kick. Falcons bringing their hands team out on the field. You see Stefan Teague there to Lee Barksdale. Ty Spencer, the wide receiver.
Well, it looks like they're going to kick it right at us in the booth.
Okay, well, I've got an open window in front of me, so let me put my target up. Hit it right here.
I wonder what he's going to do with this. Change on the way.
Do I get to keep it if he kicks it up here?
I don't believe so.
No.
No.
Well, I've got to catch it. I got to protect Dr. Hines. Onside kick is away. It
Wow.
bounces. It's touched by Plymouth
it.
State. They do have it. That was a beautiful onside kick and a great job by R.J. Casper, the friendly ghost, leaping up and bringing that one in. Plymouth State gets the ball back.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little indecision. Finally, Fitchburg State player goes and instead of going for the ball, he went to go hit number 23.
That's a great job by Casper on the second effort. It initially tipped off his fingers. We'll take a look at it again. That is just across the 45, too.
Yeah.
That's great everything. Athleticism,
boy.
awareness, bringing the ball in. Just a fantastic job by R.J. Casper. So now Plymouth State does indeed have life. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. They will go with an I formation, play action pass, Bolton back to throw. Looks to his left. That pass is brought in. That's Stefano on the reception. Stop the clock, move the chains, 2:39 to play. Plymouth State is not done fighting.
That ball was almost, Callow was right there, and I thought he was going to step in front of that ball and pick it off.
Very nearly the 3rd interception of the day. Instead, it is a 1st down.
Oh, it wasn't Alcala, pardon me.
Bolton
Live
back
action.
to throw this time, throws to his right, a jump ball. That one's picked off. Teron Seaforth makes his 3rd pick, and I think that is going to seal this.
And a little victory lap.
Why not? Teron Seaforth right there for his 3rd interception of the day. So Plymouth State had to take a chance. They had to get the ball downfield. They got one scored. Doesn't look like they're going to get another. Vereen and Burnett remain in the game. Handoff goes to Shaheem running up the near side. He's going to cut it back to the far side, but most importantly, he's just going to get down inbounds, keep that clock moving as we duck under 2 minutes to play.
He kind of did not really secure that ball. If you take a look at it, that ball was way loose. Watch this. When he gets the ball, it goes, there it is. Carrying the ball with one hand, not good.
No, certainly not when you're up by multiple scores. The opposing team is just trying to strip it away. Keep your hands on that egg. 2nd down and 7 now for the Falcons. Burnett remains in the backfield, but Vereen will keep it himself. He breaks out a 1 tackle, leans forward, might have gained a few. And the Panthers take their 2nd time out.
Yeah. You got to hold on to that Polini. There it is. The fake give, rolling right. When he goes down, he stretches the ball. I know, watch out.
And he was not down until his back hit. So if someone had come in and just picked that ball out of his arms, it would have been theirs.
Ball, I think, yeah.
So it's 3rd down and 5 for the Fitchburg State offense. If they get a 1st down, they can run out the rest of this clock. If not, Plymouth State can take their last timeout and get the ball back. Vereen the quarterback, Burnett the running back. They'll go from the pistol here on 3rd and 5. It's a handoff to Burnett running up the left side. He's got a 1st down and a lot more. Shaheem Burnett is gone. No flags on the field. That is an 83-yard touchdown run for Shaheem Burnett. Well, I'd say they got the 1st down, wouldn't you?
1st down and more.
We have got to take another look at that one. Once he got into the open, there was no stopping Shaheem Burnett. That's just excellent rushing. He went all that way completely untouched. Fantastic work by the Falcon offensive line. Anastasio's extra point is up and good. And that's the cherry on the sundae here on Senior Day. It is 41-23 Fitchburg State. And any thoughts that the Panthers may have had about a comeback have just been put down.
Yeah, and when people see, it's one of these games where people see that score kind of misleading because this was a tight ball game.
Was a tight ball game for most of the first half.
yeah.
The Falcons pulled out to a big lead in the third and fourth quarters, but then Plymouth State was able to get right back into it.
Yeah, it was really the big fourth quarter for Fitchburg State this afternoon, and they'll wrap up their season. Although there may be some more games played here at Elliott Field, I would think that the MIAA will have some games here. They have in the past, certainly.
Certainly hope so.
It's a great venue for it. Why not?
Fantastic venue. One of the few in the immediate area that have the field turf that is so necessary. I know Doyle Field in Leominster has it.
Plenty of parking, which is always nice for people coming on.
You've got to know
out
some
of town.
folks on the Crocker Field Restoration Committee, right?
I am on that committee, yes.
Is the committee considered at all maybe getting some field turf put in there? Historic Crocker Field?
They have been thinking about that for a while, but
that would be fantastic.
It's a problem. Well, we'll let this play go, and I can maybe mention that a second.
Kickoff taken in by Chris Smith at the 10-yard line. He's across the 20 to the 30 before finally being wrestled down by Brian Wallace.
Yeah, one of the things about Crocker Field is, of course, it's under the, Mr. Crocker, when he wrote it up, had it written that it would be under the auspices of the school committee and the school department. And trying to get money out of the school department is very difficult because they have money to the schools.
As nice as it would be to have field turf at Crocker Field, I think the upkeep and restoration of the Fitchburg school system is significantly more important.
Well, that's part of it, and we'll run this play.
Bolton from the shotgun throws to his left. Pass is complete, making the reception, getting out of bounds. Looks like that is Villaro, the fullback, making the catch and run.
So Leominster's Doyle Field is under the auspices of the Parks Board.
I see.
And therefore, there's a lot of park money out there, federal and state. And Leominster has done a great job in getting that money and making those improvements. Fitchburg's trying to finagle some way where they can have the Parks take over for a while they put down a new turf.
2nd down and 4 for the Panthers, throwing long.
Wow.
That pass is caught, brought down from behind, deep into Falcon territory. Ia Vanella makes another big catch and run. So the Panthers are not going quietly, even now, down by 18 points with a minute to play. They are throwing the ball downfield. Now 1st down, they will just simply spike this ball. And I got to ask you, Dave, where was this offense for the first 3 quarters of the game?
Well, I think we're seeing some clean shirts in there, too.
That's part of it, absolutely. Some names and numbers we haven't called before. I see Christian Lopez in there on defense for the Falcons. Brian Wallace made that big play on special teams as well.
I'll throw in one quick thing for the Crocker Field Foundation. There is a lot of work going on, and if you want to help out, send along a contribution to Fitchburg Athletic Director Ray Kazenza. Be glad to take it.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 10 now for
Wide
Plymouth
open.
State. Pass to the end zone is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. That's Stefano on the reception. So we take a look at the replay here. Bolton had all day to throw as he rolled to his right and finally found Stefano wide open in the end zone. Great work there by our FATV camera crew once again.
Extra point.
It is up and good. So 50 seconds left. It's an 11-point game. And hey, they've already done one onside kick. What's 2 more?
Sure. I'm sure you'll see it coming up. Coach Haverty on the sideline. Trying to do a little lip reading here to see what he says.
Running into the kicker, I believe, is indicated against the Falcons. It's declined, and the extra point is good.
The life of a coach. You really can't settle down until the game's done.
Absolutely not. And even then, it's, got got to prepare for the next one. As you said, the Falcons may indeed be heading for playoff action. Bit of a long shot, but it is possible.
Is it really?
Yes, indeed it is.
Oh, well. I was thinking of the MIAA games being played here.
The Falcon games wouldn't be played at Elliott. They would be on the road if they were able to qualify for conference playoff action.
Well, you would know more than I do, but really, a record
that is not a lot.
like a 6-4 record is.
That would be a 6-4 record, as we said, the first winning record in quite some time for the Falcon program. And really, you do have to look at the quarterback, the running back, and all of the young players up and down the line for Fitchburg State. And you've got to say the future is very bright for this Fitchburg State team.
Well, let's see the onside kick. That's coming up. See if Falcons have learned anything from the last kick here.
Saw one that was executed just about as perfectly as could be. This one's not quite so good. A low rolling line drive. It goes out of bounds in Falcon territory. So Fitchburg State will take over and run out the rest of this clock.
Was that ball untouched?
I believe so.
That doesn't make any difference, I'm wondering. Here it is. Right to the legs. 5-hole.
It's a nice shot in hockey. Not so much on an onside kick.
So we'll have a couple of, well, we'll probably have one more snap, and that would probably do it.
There was about a dozen seconds run off the game clock here after that ball run out of bounds. I wonder if the officials on field caught that. Yes, they did. Please set the game clock to 50 seconds, so we'll see a couple of kneel downs.
Yep. And victory.
Victory formation for the Falcons. Ron Vereen steps back, takes a knee, and he'll have to do that one more time before we can all go home. But it certainly is a great victory for the Falcons here on Senior Day. Their offense puts up 41 points. Five touchdown passes for Garrett Delkey, and then a long touchdown run for Shaheem Burnett to seal it. And that is the final knee. That will be the final play. And a Gatorade bath for Pat Haverty here on the near sideline. The Falcons are celebratory in victory. They take this one by a score of 41-30.
Yeah, the Falcons, I tell you, they love their coach and their coaching staff. More than just a football coach, if anybody knows Coach Haverty. He loves football. He loves Fitchburg State. And loves working with these kids.
Dave, I want to thank you for doing the game with me. I want to thank everyone who's helped out. This is our final home game of the season for Fitchburg State football here on FATV. All of the guys in the truck, I could name everybody, but we would be here all year, and I would definitely forget someone. You're the legend.
It's your show, man.
You are the local legend.
Yeah, that's your show, man. Dexter is the guy running the show.
Okay, fine.
But Travis is the real guy that
Travis is the guy who's really running the show.
What's Spen's name doing?
We all know that. No, this is Travis's show. We're all just living it. But seriously, folks, thank you so much. All of the guys you see there, all of the guys who have worked with us, guys and girls, working with the FATV crew all throughout the year, bringing you Fitchburg State University football and so many other programs. We thank you all so much for listening, for watching as well. For more information, go to fatv.org, and we will talk to you again after a while.
Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody. Nice game.